Hey guys, welcome back. So good to have you all here with me again. And in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you my 2018 wish list. This is a highly requested video and I said I was going to film it soon. So here it is. I'm going to be going through bags, shoes, clothes, accessories. This list is pretty long, but I also wanted to share with you one really useful tool that I've personally been using for over a year now. And honestly, this helps me fulfill this wish list and I can sort of tick a few more items off there. So for those of you that have been following me for a while, you've probably heard me mention this in my past videos, but I know that a lot of you are new here and I'm so glad to have you guys with me. If you are new and this is the first video you've watched, hi, I'm Mel. And the tool that I'm referring to is none other than ShopTagger. And ShopTagger have kindly partnered with me again on this video. I'm so grateful to be able to work with them because I have been using ShopTagger for over a year now, and honestly, it has saved me thousands of dollars. So just before I get started sharing all the things that I am after this year, let me show you a quick reveal. And I bought these boots using ShopTagger. And they're none other than these Stuart Wiseman knee-high boots. These versions are actually called the Highline, and these are different to the Highland. And the only difference, as far as I'm aware, is the heel. This is more of a block heel, whereas in the Highland, which I also have as well, is more of a tapered heel. So, guys, for this shoe, I actually got it at 50% off, and really this was using the ShopTagger app. And basically ShopTagger is like your own sort of personal shopping assistant, and it's so easy to use. So if I use this example here, basically all you need to do is you go onto shoptagger.com and you create an account with them first and foremost. It takes like 2 seconds. Then what you do is you download their little browser button. This makes it super easy for you when you're shopping online just to quickly save the products into your ShopTagger list. So if you just hit that green, get the button, it just creates that little black button. So for example, if I am going on to Nordstrom, let's see, so I'm in Nordstrom at the moment, I'm just sort of scrolling through and I'm looking at shoes because I love shoes and I want to click on these pair of shoes here. So what you do is you click on the shoe and you find the size that you want, and you can ask ShopTagger to notify you if you want any sort of price change, or 25% off or 50% off, but I just want any price change. So I click that and then I click save to a certain list. I've already created lists, and as you can see, I'm going to save it to my shoe list, but you can create, just say you want to save it to my 2018 wish list, you can actually create that list and save it to there. So if I go back into my ShopTagger account and in all my lists, as you can see, I've got quite a few lists and quite a lot of items in that list is now saved in my shoe list. So as you can see, if we go back to my main page, you can see that there are items where ShopTagger lets you know whether things are low in stock, whether it's out of stock, whether it's sold out, and then you can also choose to get notified either by your mobile or on the desktop, but I have both because I find it quite useful. So basically, if any of these items go on sale because I've selected any price change, it's going to send you a notification and say, hey, guess what, Mel, this item's reduced, and then bang, I'm on it. So as you can see, it is so easy to use. And what I find really helpful as well, Valentine's Day is coming up, or just say it's your birthday coming up, you can actually share the list. Just say you want particular shoes, you can share your shoe list to your friends and family via Facebook or their email. It is just that easy. So getting back to these beautiful boots, these retail in David Jones for like $1,530. I bought them from Farfetch, and what I just showed you just there, that's exactly what I did. It was on my list. It let me know it was on sale, and I picked it up. I got it delivered maybe about 3 weeks ago, and I ended up getting it for like 780 Australian dollars, so like half price. And I had a little check for you guys, and I think there's like a couple of sizes left, and it's a little bit cheaper again, so I will link it down below. But most importantly, I will link shop taggers link down below. I highly recommend for you to check them out, download it onto your mobile, download it onto your desktop, because, you know, for me personally, I love online shopping. I probably do most of my shopping online now, probably at least 80%. And it's just so easy. Plus, you can pick items up, and I saved like $750 on these pair of boots. So let's get started and let me share with you everything on my list this year. Now, this list probably will change as the year goes on because, you know, new things get released, we change our minds, I change my mind. But for the most part, these are the things I have got my eye on. And since we were talking about shoes, let's start with that first. So first off, this was on my list last year and I didn't get a chance to get it last year, but I am watching this on my list this year. Hopefully it may go on sale. It hasn't so far, but it is none other than the Gucci Princetown loafers. I do have these in silver and they are such comfortable loafers. I'm not really a flats girl. I don't know, for some reason, like the Chanel ballerinas, they just don't suit me. I don't find them comfortable. But these loafers, I love them. I wore them when I was in Seoul, and I just think black is classic. So that is the first thing on my shoe wish list. Secondly, and you're probably thinking, Mel, I can't believe you do not own a pair of Christian Louboutins. And nope, I do not. And that is also on my list. I would love the nude patent. I did have a little try on of them. And I think I'm going to either go for the 85mm or the 100mm in the decollete. I just think no one does a nude like Christian Louboutin. So that's on my list. I just think it's a very sexy shoe. And thirdly, the last shoe item is the Stuart Wiseman Thailand boots. You know how I showed you I got the Highline boots? Anyway, these are the Thailand boots. They look like this. I wore these to death during my Paris trip. If you haven't seen my Paris vlogs, check them out here. I love these shoes and they're just so comfortable. If you guys haven't tried these shoes, I know they're a bit of investment, but save them to your shop tagger list. You can get them at like 40-50% off at the right time. But I want these in black. I've been looking for them, but unfortunately my size sells out so quickly. Size 39 or 40. I did see them and I think they're like 40% off, and I'll link them down there below for you if you happen to be that size. I can't rave on enough about these boots. That is why I have multiples. But yes, a black Thailand is just no brainer and I just love these boots to death. So let's move on to the accessories category. Now you guys know Mel is obsessed with, yes, I know, obsessed with bag, shoes, I know that. But other than that, I am obsessed with Chanel earrings. But I do have a lot in my collection. I've been collecting for probably 12 years now. But this year, instead of going for costume jewelry, I do want to start investing in fine jewelry. And the two items I sort of have in mind are the Van Cleef Magic Alhambra studs. I'm not sure what color yet. I do like the malachite. I am attracted to malachite because maybe my Birkin's in malachite. I'm not sure, but I do like the look of them. But I really do need to go to store and try them on. I mean, the mother of pearl look very classic and beautiful as well. I'm not sure if I want the studs, just like the bigger stud, or the one with the two motifs. Anyway, I want to go in and check that out. Otherwise, I do have my eye on maybe some of the Hermes rose gold jewelry. In my opinion, I think Hermes rose gold is just so pretty. Like, I don't know, the pink is just like such a beautiful, subtle pink. I saw these hoops. I can't remember the name of them, but they just look great. And I know I wear my Dior hoops and my Chanel hoops to death. I do not own a pair of rose gold hoops. So I thought these might be great. And yeah, I just thought invest in some finer jewelry pieces. Saying that though, I am still after a pair of Dior earrings. I know it's still costume jewelry, but maybe I do have a bit of a love affair for Dior earrings because the two pairs that I bought in Paris, I have been wearing to death. So I'm not sure exactly what yet, but Dior come out with a whole range of earrings pretty often. So maybe tribals or maybe something dangly, but something from Dior is on my list. And the last couple of items on my accessory wish list is this Gucci brooch. And The Gucci Marmont, you guys know I've always been a fan of Gucci Marmont. I've had my Gucci Marmont bag for over a year and a half now. I've got the Gucci Marmont belt as well. And so when I saw this brooch, I was just really attracted to it. I think, even though I'm not really much of a brooch person, I think this is such a cute brooch with a clear diamantes. And I know it comes in two smaller sizes as well, but I'm after this bigger size. And the final item on my list is also from Gucci. And I don't have an SLG from Gucci of late. I used to have a lot of Gucci SLGs. Like, I think my first wallet was actually from Gucci like 12 years ago or something. So I had, yeah, the wallet and a key ring holder. Anyway, I don't have any Gucci SLGs of late. And I saw this and it's green again, but yes, it is the Gucci Marmont card case in the chevron print. I just thought it was so cute. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to buy it, but I'm really attracted to the color. I do have a lot of card cases already, but a wish list is a wish list. Okay, so let's move on to the clothes category. I am running through this a little bit quicker, otherwise we'll be here all day. I told you this list was really long, but first up on my clothes list is a Balmain blazer. I mentioned this last year. I was monitoring it on, as I said, the shop tagger list too, but none of the colors really appealed to me. So I've just saved a whole bunch of the new season colors. Oh, that's another recommendation. Save it all onto your list, even if it's the new season colors, because I find that the Balmain seasonal colors do definitely go on sale. Probably not so much black. So I do own a black one and I love it. So I have been looking to add a second one into my closet. I just think it is such a chic blazer. I wear it to work. I wear it casually. I just love it. I love the structure. It's an expensive blazer, but it is a classic. It's been around for years. Anyway, so I'm thinking of maybe adding one in white or maybe a beige. At present, not sure if I want the silver buttons or stick with the gold. I think I've got the gold and black and that's classic. So I'm still in two minds whether to stick with gold because I do think it looks much more rich or go with a bit more of the modern silver. So that is definitely on the list to get, but yes, I know that I don't need to pay full price for it. Secondly, I would like to get a Gucci tee. And no, I don't want the black or the white ones, though I think they probably go with the most. And I know they're really very popular, but I actually want something a bit different. And you're going to think, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. Let me know in the comments below. But I'm thinking of getting like an orange. I saw this orange men's Gucci tee, and yes, it's in the men's section, but it's supposed to be oversized. And I do have my Balmain in white. I've got, my Dior in the blue. I want different colors. Like I want it to, if I'm going to add things to my collection, I want it to be different and I want to be able to use them for different purposes. I know black and white are just really classic, but this is just me personally, guys. So I'm thinking of adding, yes, this orange one, which is a men's tee, or even a red one, which is also a men's tee. I couldn't find a picture of it, but I did see it in store. So I'm kind of thinking they sell out so quickly. I say, oh, look at this orange one, but I don't think that's in store. I don't think it's hit Australian stores yet, but the red one sold out so quickly. So it's not just me. I think a lot of people are Gucci addicts and they love the tees. Plus I find their tees a little bit cheaper than some of the other designers. But anyway, yes, a Gucci tee in a bright colored is on the list. And for those of you that have been following me for a while, you know I'm a big vintage lover. I love vintage clothes. I love vintage designer. I have quite a lot of vintage designer bags actually. Let me know in future if you were interested in a designer vintage bag collection. Comment to let me know. But anyway, I am a vintage lover. I collect vintage teacups and yeah, I like going vintage shopping. But anyway, I would love to get a vintage Chanel jacket or a vintage Chanel suit. I have been kind of looking. I haven't found anything yet, but that is definitely on the wish list for this year. And finally, bags, bags, bags. This list is probably the longest and I probably had to cull this, but these are all the items that I'm currently wishing for. Some of them higher priority than others. Some of them probably are going to be on the list for a while. but that's okay. It's a wish list. That's why it is called a wish list, right? So first up is a Gucci bag. And I have to admit, this was not on the radar, guys. You've never heard me mention it before. I didn't even really look at it, but it is quite new. So I went into the Gucci store recently and my sales associate showed me this bag. And I believe it's from the Queen Margaret range anyway. And it's a black bag. And I said, Mel, you are not allowed to get a black bag. And he's like, oh, but Mel, it's different. So this is actually a Reptilian bag. It is a snakeskin bag. And I was quite surprised at the price of this because, as you guys know, anything that's reptilian, whether it's lizard, whether it's snake, the price skyrockets. Oh, crocodile is just another realm. I have always been attracted to the bee. I did mention in previous videos that I was really attracted to this pearl bag that had a bee on it. That's when I bought my Gucci coat, but I didn't end up getting it. Anyway, for this bag, it's got that big feature of the bee, but it's all in snakeskin, in this black snakeskin. So I tried it on. I'll insert a picture. What do you think? Is it too plain? Is it too much? I didn't think it was too much. It was actually quite chic to me. And I think it's really cool that the strap is in canvas and it's got the tricolor because it just breaks up the seriousness of it. Plus you can change it up with other straps. Anyway, what I was really surprised about was this bag was about 4,000 something Australian, and all Reptilian bags or any sort of exotic leather bags usually run double that price, like 8,000 or more. So I thought, that's all right. Wish list. Second bag that I am really wanting, and this was also on the wish list last year, and this is going to probably be permanently on the wish list. And I think you guys already guessed, it's from Hermes and it is a Constance bag. I do not own a Constance, so I would love to add that to my collection. That is probably higher up on the list, but not sure when that's going to happen. I am open to either the size 19 or the 24, or is it the 18? Anyway, there's a smaller size and a bigger size, and I think I would want it in a brighter color, maybe more of a fun color, but I probably wouldn't say no to a beautiful neutral as well. So a Constance is definitely on the list. And since we're talking Hermes, another thing on the list is a Kelly. And I did mention this last year as well. It was one of my top 2 preferences. So for those of you that saw my unboxing, you know that I was very fortunate and I got a black Cellier 28 from the Paris FSH store. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it above. But basically I go through all the steps because in Paris the system has changed, so there's no more lining up. It's an online system. So if you were interested, do check that video out. I do share some of my tips and tricks as well in that video. But anyway, my point is that I got that, but I would really love a Kelly Cellier 25 in red with gold hardware. So as I said, that's probably going to be on the list for a while. So the fourth bag that I really love, and I've also mentioned countless times before, and I guess there hasn't been a sense of urgency for this bag because it is a classic, and I'm talking about the Chanel Reissue bag. This bag is an iconic bag. It is just beautiful. I would want it with black and ruthenium hardware in the medium size, or as we refer it to, the 226. So I think that's going to be on the list for a while. I'm probably looking at that pre-loved though. I'm a big believer in pre-loved, and sometimes you can find fabulous deals on the pre-loved market for $1,000, $2,000 cheaper than retail, sometimes even more. So that is one item I'm looking for in the pre-loved market. And finally, the last bag I would love to add to my collection, though I'm not sure what colorway, is the Louis Vuitton Petit Malle. And this bag is tiny. I know it's tiny. It's so cute. I'm not sure if I should just go the traditional, black, brown monogram colorway, or wait until something fun comes up. I'm not sure. This is probably not as high on the list, but I've been lusting after that bag for ages. And I know at least with the model that they updated about a year ago, it's got a little bit more room and it fits an iPhone 8 Plus, if you guys were wondering. So that is it, guys. That is my 2018 wish list. I know it was really long, and by no means am I thinking I'm going to add everything to my collection, but I think it's fun sort of just, doing a list and most of us sharing it with you guys. I would love to know what's on your list. Please do let me know 1 or 2 or 3 items that you've got your eye on. Please do comment to let me know. I love reading your comments and I really appreciate when you guys do leave comments and take that time. It really does mean a lot. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to join my YouTube family. So remember to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified each time I upload, just click that bell. So have a wonderful day or night, guys, and I will catch you really soon in my next video. Bye!